talk about the corruption in South Africa, and corruption in a sense of the officials or government officials, whether you are a minister, whether you are what. One of the things that I have noticed when it comes to government stuff, right, is this. Now, if you have been in politics before, right, that means you were in government before, whether as a mayor, whether as a premier, whether as a whatever it is, even as a councillor, okay, before, right, I can promise you, somewhere, somehow, you are going to have something somewhere on the side that is going to be on hold of you. That means people, they can use it against you. Okay, and unfortunately, these things that people end up having on the side, okay, that people end up using, right, they happen during your time where you are not thinking. Not you are not thinking, but you are not mature enough, you know. You are not thinking about doing things the right way and everything because you are still young, especially if you are still young. You are still excited, you are getting this position, you are a mayor, no, not a mayor, you are a premier or you are a councillor, you are excited, and then you get into deals or you get into things, okay, that you are not even aware that in the later stage in life they are going to catch up with you, especially politicians, okay. And then on the other side, you've got people maybe who have not been in government before. This is very important, okay, who have not been in government before, but they get a chance of being in government, right? For example, the GNU, the DA, some of the DA members, they are getting a chance, you know, of being in government, okay? Now, on the other side, the ANC, they have got officials who've been maybe in government for some time, okay? Some of them, they've been mayors, whatever, just like that issue of Mrs. Simelan. You remember mayorship, during the mayorship, I don't know, I think it was during his premier, whatever, there were things that were happening there, okay? So these guys who are coming in the GNU, like the DE, unfortunately, they find themselves into a space where they might look maybe for things that they can actually do that will benefit them, first of all, and that also will benefit the people around them. Okay? And unfortunately, we are in a place where we will never find people who are straight. It's either it's people who have been in corruption before, or people who actually are putting themselves into a position where it is actually found that maybe they have done something that is sort of like corruptly. Okay, just like this guy here, you know, the EFF is taking him to, they want to take him to whatever and do whatever. Why? Because you find people that are in government, you know, I really don't know. Now, I want to suggest, guys, I don't know what you think about this, okay? I want to suggest that I think, in my opinion, in the way I'm looking at this thing and the government and everything, how about, okay, we take off all these guys that have been in government for some time, ANC, DA, whatever, okay? Now, the DA, when it comes to the, when I talk about the DA, it is because they've been in politics for some time, okay? They've been there. And unfortunately, some of them, perhaps they might be tainted. Some of them through racism, some of them through some things that they have done in the past and stuff like that, okay? But what if then we take these two parties, we put them aside? I'm just suggesting and I'm just thinking, okay? We put them aside, all right? What are we? Okay, we take the NC, we take them, the DA, we take the MK party, unfortunately. We put them aside. The reason why we put them aside, the MK party, is because there are people who are there, who were in the government. And unfortunately, some of them, they were found wanting. They've got some things behind them that is following them, okay? And then, what are we doing? We take, for example, this is just a suggestion, okay? We take a party like Action SA, We take a party like My Money Party. We take a party like what? Let's see, we take the EFF, okay, EFF, and then we take what any party that has to do with professionalism. In other words, in their parties, they've got people who are professional. For example, when it comes to the Action SA, I believe that in the Action SA, they've got a lot of professional people. Mayor of Tshwane is proving that actually they can be able to do it. All right? Now, she may be the only person that is there, but I believe I've seen actually people from the EFF, the officials from the EFF, those who are having positions, okay, going out there doing the work, okay. We take these guys, and I can even say the guys that are called, I don't know if it's a right term, but the clever blacks, or the people that are sort of like professional, okay, professionals. We bring them into the government, okay. Chances are you might find that a lot of them, they don't have anything that has to do with corruption. We put them in government, and then we tell them to do the work. What pushes them, or what is going to make them to actually be effective, is to do the work. What we are going to judge them on, it is the work. That means their job is just to do the work. We put them in government. Okay, now whatever the president will be, then it will be decided, and then we put these guys there, because now we are trying to avoid all these things of corruption. Because I can tell you, until the next election, we will be seeing stories of people doing corruption, hoaxy and everything like that. Why? Because we've got wrong people in those positions. Unfortunately, okay, I don't know why do I like to say unfortunately, but in some countries, guys, okay, what happens is, if you commit corruption, they will deal with you harshly, and I mean harshly. You may even go to prison immediately. You may even they can even put you through whatever things that they put you through, because corruption is very serious. But here in Mzansi, when a person is found in a corruption somewhere, they just try to avoid it. They just try to put him in another position. They will avoid it, and we will forget it even. We don't have any more people who can run the country who are without corruption, unfortunately. I was actually thinking that maybe the DA, now unfortunately there is this guy who is going through this thing now. He's taken to court, and I'm very disappointed, because I thought maybe, and I'm not saying all of them are like that, but I am saying, guys, I don't know if we can do this thing, and this is just my suggestion, okay? I don't know what do you think about this. It is what I was just thinking about, this corruption thing, because it's all over the place. Every person is found to be corrupted. Everyone. I don't know why. Okay, some people they might say not everyone, whatever. But it doesn't even matter if it's a one person, it's that person there. No, the fact is it is there. It means it is somewhere also. Somewhere it's hidden, and unfortunately it's hidden because people they are being protected. And the reason why I'm taking out the MK part, we all know, guys, what is happening there. There are people who are there who have been in these things. There are people who are there. So you cannot bring people like that again, because it's going to be the same thing. Anyway, I don't know, guys, what do you think about this? Tell me in the comments, and please, guys, put your point very clear. And please, if you disagree with me, it's fine. You can put your point and all of that, okay? And if you agree, that's okay, okay? And I'm not saying that these parties, your Action SA, whatever, they will do their best, they will be perfect, But at least we will have people that will help us to avoid this corruption, Because, guys, whether you like it or not, corruption, it deprives other people services. When a person has committed a corruption somewhere, especially if it involves money, it deprives certain people not to get money to improve their lives. That's the problem. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. You know what to do, right? Subscribe, like, and you can share the video. Thank you so much. You have a good day. Sharp, sharp, afid.